remarkable. Asking the world's best players the same question, how can amateurs get better at their games? I received the same answer multiple times.
You know, I don't think a lot of the guys know exactly how far they carry it. You know, you get a lot of tricky holes, and especially you get a place like here where you've got to carry everything over water. I often think that they don't know how far it actually carries. I think total distance they may know, but then when it comes to a place where you've got to fly a front bunker over the water, you know, they always seem to come up short a lot of the time. And, you know, we see it with friends that we play with back home. So, yeah, just kind of zap a few, and it's not an ego thing, you know, it doesn't matter how far you hit it. You just, you know, to get better, you need to know how far you can carry it if there's trouble in the way. So
I think you need a level of consistency first, but then certainly the most important thing is know how far you're at each club. You know, I get questions off amateurs when I stand on, say, a par 3 tee like this. They ask me, what do you think I should hit? And I say, well, you've got 187 yards, what do you hit that far? And they're like, well, I don't know. I said, well, if you can't tell me how far you hit it, then I can't club you. So, you know, find out how far you hit each iron. I write it on my irons, how far they go. So, you know, that's the simplest way to do it.
I always believe in the basics. I always believe in letting the loft of the club do the work, and letting how far the club goes do the work. I would love amateurs to know how far all the clubs go. I would say that's one thing, and just play within yourself from there. I think that's so important. And you know, a lot of the times if you ask the guys how far a hybrid goes, they probably wouldn't know, but they'd give it a go of hitting it at numerous distances.
Let's unpack that incredible piece of advice that we've gotten from so many of the world's best players to know your carry yardages. You need a tool to do that. And TrackMan, a ground-to-air Doppler radar tracking system, one of the best in the game that you can get to know how far your ball carries in the air. Your total yardage is very different. It's what the ball would do after running out. And in a scenario like this, in a fairway from 150 yards out, we need to know that that's to the center of the green. Now, there's other factors at play here. I've got the elevation that I'm standing on, a little bit of an upslope. I also need to know where the hole is, if it's higher or lower. In this case, a little bit higher as well. And we have a wind as well. There's a wind coming off the 18th here at Deer Creek at the Landings Club that's also going to cause my ball to fall out of the sky a little bit sooner. So we combine all of these factors, knowing what a level carry distance would be, and then applying it to the scenario. I know that my normal 150 shot in the air is going to be well short of what's needed for this. So I would get that extra golf club out here and I would play this into the green. But here's something I see a lot of players do incorrectly is they just swing harder. They take the club that they would normally hit 150 and in this scenario, try to hit that much harder. And this really brings more trouble into play than is needed. By grabbing a little extra club, taking that extra carry distance, and taking the trouble out of play, the marsh that's in front of that green, you're going to have a much better scoring opportunity. So in this case, I'm grabbing a little bit of extra club. I'm going to make sure that I take out the hazard, use this upslope, and even the wind off to my side to my advantage. And put one up on the green. So know your carry yardages using a tool like TrackMan, the radar that's going to help you know exactly how far they go. Chart those yardages and then apply them to the scenario. If you've got something that makes it longer, like an upslope or wind, add that extra carry yardage. Keep the ball away from the trouble in the scenario you're playing. If you apply these skills around the golf course, your scores are going to get better and your game is going to improve just by knowing how far you hit the golf ball.